Shauna. I want to show new loan signing agents a good way to prep for your loan signing. Say this is your first loan signing or just your first few ones. You're kind of like, how do I prep? So I want to show you guys how you can do that. I do have like a sample document right here. All this takes place after you have confirmed your appointment, you know, read all the instructions that the lender or the escrow company or the title company has sent you. So you just need to make sure all this stuff is, you know, taken care of first. For instance, make sure you read the closing disclosure, because maybe the buyer might have to pay cash to close and they don't even know it. You want to just call them, make sure that, you know, they not sidetracked or side blam or whatever it's called, where you like out the blue, wait, I have to come up with money. Make sure you call them, hey, do you have a cashier? Well, if it's like $5,000 or more cashier's check or a wiring, but make sure you follow all the instructions. Like if the buyer, sometimes the lenders be like, hey, we don't just want one form ID, we want two. Or they want the documents to be printed on all legal paper or all letter paper or a combination of both. There is an easy way. I don't remember if I made a video about this. How do you separate the documents to print legal versus letter? Like I'll make a video about it if I didn't, so yeah. That aside, say you did all that, you got the documents, you print the documents. Like, how do I prep for the documents? I know everybody does the like little sign here tabs, which is cool. If you're a newbie, go for it. But then also I have this right here, which is a loan signing prep sheet. I'll put it here, right there. I want to go through this with you really quick. I will also leave this down below, that way you can print it off and like go for what you know. Go ahead and like print like 20 of these off. I'm going to give you an example of how I fill out this prep document. So when they first give you the documents, of course they give you the contact information of the borrower, their name. So you put the name of the borrower. So let's just say the name borrower is Jane Smith. So we're going to put Jane Smith. Phone number, let's just say the primary phone number is 123-456-7890. The secondary number is 55555555. Hopefully that is 10 digits. Okay, and then we're going to fill out the signing date, meaning the date that the signing is supposed to take place. This is, I think, June 28th. So I'm going to put June 28th. And then the address of the borrower. Let's just say 123 Main Street. Now, mind you, this is for you. This is not for your signers, or this is all references for you. And in the additional note side, this is where you can put like extra information. For instance, the borrower needs cash to close, so you know you're going to be either grabbing a check from them, a money order, or a cashier's check. Or for instance, like put a little note, make sure I get 2 forms of ID, things like that. Then you're going to put whether or not you received the documents, hopefully you have, and the date that you have received them, the number of documents you have, for instance. So whatever the little number it says in the PDF that you received, that you put that down on this paper. And then we want to know were the documents sent to you or to the borrower. There are cases where documents were sent to the borrower, so you want to mark whether it's you or the borrower, but 9 times out of 10 it will be sent to you, the date you received the documents, and then the name of the company that hired you to do this job. Now when it comes to the numbers, you can put 2 sets of numbers. You can put the company that hired you to do this assignment. Also, you can put the lender if you have their number. For instance, when there's questions that the borrower has about their package, you would be like, yo, no, not actually be like, yo, but you'd be like, I can't answer these specific questions of why this is the way it is in your packet, but what we can do is we can stop and call your lender. Now, 9 times out of 10, they should have a phone number to the lender, but just in case, you can also have it written down in your little note sheet. And then we're going to go down further about the documents information. Now, you want at least 2 notice of right to cancel forms for the borrower, because things happen. You want to be able to be prepared. Usually you have 2 copies of the whole document, but it's also great to have an extra copy of the notice, extra copy of the right to cancel. Then right here, we're going to put down, this is where it starts to make the whole process easier for you, is the number of documents that needs to be notarized. This is where you go through your packet and you look through all the forms in here that require your notarization, meaning your signature and your stamp. and you go through all the documents and you write the number of documents, and also you put down the name of the documents within that packet that you need to notarize. That way, when you're already going through the packet at the borrower's home, you can already be like, oh, that's the form I need to notarize. Let me sign it, stamp it, or you can wait towards the end. Either way, to each his own. So you write down all the forms that you need to be notarized and stamped by you. That way, bam, you're not like, did I miss anything? Did I miss anything? You already know which forms you need to notarize. Also, you can make notes or a check of what documents are within this loan packet by just checking them off. Is there an affidavit of debts and liens? Oh, yep, that's in the packet. Is there an affidavit of settlement agreement? Yep, that's in the packet. And just like that, is borrower's credit program disclosure. Yep, that's in the packet. It's supposed to be making a way for you to organize it without actually having it organized. Now, mind you, I did remember telling you guys there are 7 documents that you want at the front of the packet, such as the note, the deed of trust, the right to cancel. Like, a lot of times signing companies will say the lender wants the packet in order of which they give it to you, which is fine, but I do recommend you removing like these 7 documents right here out, put them in at the front, because these are the documents that the borrower wants to see the most. How much am I paying? The deed, the closing disclosure, all that stuff. This is stuff the borrowers want to see most. All that other information, they'll be able to have, make sure you let them know that they'll be able to read over this. At the end, you'll have them an extra packet just for them to go over and review on their own. But these are the first 7 that you should pay attention to the most. And then once you're done, take those 7 and you can go ahead and put them back in the same order you have them. If you're like, oh, I don't remember what order I had them in, all you have to do is reference the original documents that they sent you and just go in and slip them back in the right order. So once I'm done filling out this loan signing prep sheet or whatnot, what I usually do is either I tape it or staple it to the inside of my folder where I'm keeping the loan documents. I usually just right there. So when I'm at these loans, well, to be honest, I don't really use loan signing prep sheets as much anymore. I used to at the beginning of my journey a long time ago, but I don't really use them now. But that's what I used to do. I would just take them, staple it inside, and when I open the packet, I would take out the borrower's copy and then just focus on the one that needs to be signed. And as they're going through, I'm passing, I'm looking, I'm checking notes, I'm sending to them. It's very, can y'all see me? Look at that, look at that. But it's very efficient, it's very helpful. Like I said, I'll put this down below. You can print it off, print you out about 20 copies to start with. When you start getting low, print you out another 20. Hopefully by copy number 40, you like, I'm good, I don't really need a prep sheet anymore. But then to each his own. That's it. I'm out.